Golden State
My
Warriors.
God.
Golden State Warriors offseason outlook. Man, where do we begin? A tumultuous
At the end. Fast forward.
tumultuous season for the Golden State Warriors. Steph Curry played great. Nobody else did, and that's the way things roll in San Francisco, California. The Warriors have a situation on their hands with Klay Thompson, who is a core member of their big three. Draymond Green is obviously going to be back. He came out and said that they got to run it back again, as is. But personally, I can't see them like doing it exactly the same again without making some type of wholesale changes. Because for the most part, everybody was healthy aside from Draymond, having his mental health, quote unquote, in question. But he did come back in enough time, in my opinion, I think in all of our opinion, to at least try to make an impact, and they really didn't. They had to fight with the Houston Rockets at the end of the season to get that 10th spot, and then they got up out of there by the Sacramento Kings, who are, in my opinion, not a great team. So with that being said, my question to you, gentlemen, starting with Took, will the Golden State Warriors win another ring with Wardell, Stephen Curry on their roster?
Yes. Absolutely, yes. And before they get there, though, I'm just saying it right now. You're going to throw them dishes in the sink. You're going to wash them. You're going to vacuum the floor. You're going to clean the windows. You're going to clean the microwave. What I'm trying to say is you're going to clean house. If your name is not Steph Curry, and I'm willing to keep Draymond Green, I'm keeping Draymond Green as well, I'm finding you another home next year. There are a lot of talented Warriors on that team that didn't perform the way that they were supposed to. I believe that the Steph dynasty is not over. I believe that you can get something quality back. Like the Warriors roster next year could look a lot different, but in my opinion, it can look a lot better too if you plays your cards the right way. You do whatever you can to find, get value for Klay back. You still got Chris Paul on his contract. You still got Andrew Wiggins on his contract. You got something brewing with Kuminga, so you ain't got to get rid of him unless you can get something better. Like, it's so much you can do as a Warriors team. But my thing is, and I forgot who I was talking to on Twitter about, but I don't trust I don't trust the front office the same way I used to because of Mike Dunleavy Jr. moving into that position Bob Myers was. And y'all know me, I like to look at an organization from the top to bottom. So if this was Bob Myers calling shots, I'd come on here with chest out like, oh yeah, we gonna be back next season. With Mike calling the shots, I can't know. I want us to be back next season. I want to be but I don't know yet. But this ain't no damn eulogy. You being disrespectful in the group messages. You as well, Sheet, on this podcast. Everybody on Twitter talking about Steph Curry ain't gonna win again. He's gonna win.
Wait. So you said all of that, and then so you don't believe in Mike Dunleavy to make?
No. I'm saying I'm not as confident. What I'm saying, I'm not as confident as I am with Bob Myers because he's proved to be able to get a championship roster with Steph Curry. Whether that's go out and get Kevin Durant, whether that's go out and get Iguodala, like we've seen what Bob Myers been able to do. So literally, this will be the first summer without him. So can't be able to say, hey, he gonna come and do a hell of a job and keep the flow going. I would like him to, but I can't because again, this will be the first time we've seen this. But we got the pieces for us not to fall back.
Interesting. So let me go to the comments real quick. Trevor says, Dynasty's always end ugly. Cue the Undertaker. Candy's throwing tomatoes at you. Somebody.
All right. It's the Steph Curry. I'm telling you, it's the Steph Curry dynasty, just like it was the Jordan Bulls. It was the Kobe Lakers. One Shaq left. It was Dwayne. It was the Wayne Wade. He come on, man. Now you better not cue no damn Undertaker.
What a music is,
you better not cue no damn What the? Cool. And I hope this episode get flagged for using somebody else's music without the email confirmation. And this file don't even go.
Yo, what hatred, bro. About to email everybody right after the show.
Come on, bro. Damn, bro. Chill.
So I before I go, so maybe not next year, but like what 2-3 years? Is
How
that
old
what
is
So
Steph Curry?
the Warriors are going to try to do what they can to maximize the last 4 years of Steph Curry's prime.
we
If
got
we want to
4
call it his
in
prime.
his prime?
Yes.
Steph Curry is 36. He'll be
And it's
37
prime?
next
And,
year.
he's still putting 26
He
a
got
game.
4 kids now. He got
It
another
don't
one
matter.
on the
20.
way.
He's
Aisha
gonna
said, bring your
play
ass
out.
home, Steph.
What
Bring
shit?
your ass home.
You gonna be after your contract up, which will be in 4 years. You can do everything that you want.
Bring
But
your ass
until
home,
then,
Steph.
you're gonna maximize Steph Curry because this is Steph Curry's team.
Riley's
They're
a
gonna maximize.
teenager.
All right.
She acting crazy with these kids at school. Come get your daughter. Come on. I'm sorry.
When the Warriors do something stupid like get LeBron, hey.
The crazy part of that was even a thought about to try to do this year was actually crazy. I want to I'll give credit to Steph because I kind of forgot what they did in that 2022 playoffs. Like you go back to see like who did they beat on their way to getting the championship. I'm not talking about the Celtics. Nobody cared about them. But the Nuggets got excused and whoever else was on their way. But it's okay. It's okay to say goodbye. I had to say goodbye in 2014 to the Heat, contending for championships or being in the finals. And I think it's time to say that. Even if they still have Wardell, greatest shooter of all time. But if you don't surround him with, he needs another shooter. What made y'all great was having another consistent shooter, whether it was KD, whether it was Clay, what have you. But unlike you, I don't really see the promise in next year because we're all in agreement that the Grizzlies are going to be something next year. And so that takes at least one team out. And I think the Rockets get better too. Because I'll be sure was hurt at the end of the season. And so I don't believe this Warriors team contends as of next season. They're off the Chris Paul contract. They're trying to get rid of Clay for $40 million. And then they're still playing David West from 2018. And then you paid Andrew Wiggins by what, 22, 23 a season. You got to find talent besides him because he was more missed than hit this season. And for me, even thinking about the 2022, how well he was able to guard players and put up 20 every now and then when Steph couldn't, has gone. And so you want to trade for his value sooner than later. So to me, I maybe a play-in team next year, maybe. You can mark my words on April 22nd, 2024 that I said that too, unless they go real big game fishing. And I don't know who's going to give a big return for Klay Thompson in regards to if it's not like, younger players, who's going to say, oh, you want Klay? I'll give you James Harden type deal. That's what I mean by star for star, so to speak. I don't think that's going to happen. So sorry, Warriors. I don't see it anymore.
I got a question, and I'm dead serious. Would you, and this is not like a trade scenario, but just like a scenario. Would you be willing to swap out Klay Thompson and Jordan Poole today if you are the Warriors?
No.
Why not? They missed his scoring.
Yes.
Jordan Poole's scoring was exactly
you said it too.
Yeah. The reason the Warriors didn't have a successful season is because the players that were on the team underperformed. If Jordan Poole was on that team, they would have been worse. The reason Chris Paul came on the team was to make them better, and they did get better in areas where Jordan Poole lacked. Scoring, of course. Okay, that's a little scoring. But Andrew Wiggins coming to the season should have been able to carry the load a little bit better. Kuminga, he's coming into his own, so I really can't put it into his own. So anybody else, Chris Paul, anybody else, but Poole, nah, bro. Nah, you still got to deal with Draymond too.
I think the Warriors got too many square pegs and round holes, man. Like Kuminga doesn't fit. I don't think Pods is okay. It's like they're young. They're doing it again, where you're trying to build two different timelines, and it just does not mix. So why not go back to the previous timeline, like some Barry Allen type shit? Go back, fix your shit with Jordan Poole, and bring him back in some kind of way. Because Jordan Poole is not happy in Washington, and I don't think they're gonna trade for Jordan Poole, obviously. But I feel like they missed that dynamic of it. And to Trevor's point earlier, of dynasties and ugly. And I think that was the ugly ending of the dynasty. If I'm being honest, it was Jordan Poole getting punched by Draymond Green. When the reality, if Draymond Green doesn't punch Jordan Poole is still there, and you still get that threat off the bench to score 20, 22 points a game. And they missed that this year.
If you're talking Barry Allen, I'm not wasting time going back and get the pool party. I'm going back and making things right with Kevin Durant, if you want to be real with me. The reason that he had to leave so early is because the league was going to be done just like the Bulls in the 90s. We getting tired of Jordan winning so much that we need to get rid of this ASAP, which they did. But if I'm the Warriors, I'm going back and seeing if we can make things right with KD. If you want to be square. That's if only I'm Barry Allen. Shout out to Barry Allen. That's only if I can travel back in time. I'm not going to get no damn Jordan Poole. Nah, man.
If I'm answering the question today, I think Steph Curry can win a ring, but I think it's done in Golden State. He has to go somewhere else to make that happen. I don't see the Golden State Warriors crafting a new team around Steph Curry, not with Bob Myers leading the charge. Like Bob Myers helped build that team from the ground up with Steph, Clay, and Dre. And this is a new era with Mike Dunleavy. Mike Dunleavy is different from Bob Myers in that he is a former player, high draft pick from out of Duke. He's going to do things in his way, in a different way, which I think is going to be counterproductive to what the Warriors want to do, or not want to do, but what they should do long term. And I don't think by the time that Mike Dunleavy builds that roster, it's going to be by the time Steph is like 40 years old. And by then, that's a wrap. So I'm going to say nah. I think that's it for Steph with the Warriors anyway.
I like you bringing Kevin Durant back up too to the fold. I mean, if he would have took at least a pay cut, right? Or if they didn't have to decide, wasn't that around the time that Clay signed?
Sheedy. Kevin Durant can still be on his team if Kevin Durant wanted to be on his team.
If Draymond wanted him on that team.
If Draymond, if KD wanted to be on, if Draymond wanted him, he would still be on the Warriors. If the league wanted this to be, he would still be on the Warriors.
The league.
Come on, bro. Okay. Stop it, bro. The dynasty that we missed out on. The real dynasty, if you want to be real.